The first thing for me that hasn't sort of been seriously addressed is the issue of what a village is. We call ourselves a city of villages, but it seems to me that what is happening with this plan is that it is conflating a number of quite different villages. I had the opportunity to ask quite a well-known social and a social town planner recently on what a good village would look like, and is there a model for it in Sydney? And his reply to me was that he could only think of one area that resembled what he thought a village might be. And guess where that was? It's the 2011 postcode. It's Elizabeth Bay, Potts Point, this side of Rushcutters Bay. It has all or most of the attributes that you would expect to find in a village. When you go down the hill, down William Street, with your pram, presumably, to access, or your walking frame, to access facilities in another community. And I think that's what's not been understood in terms of social planning, Monica, that the demographic of 2011 is quite different to that of other parts of City East. And I would suggest furthermore that there are a whole lot of people in Woolloomooloo, if they were asked, how would they feel about 2011 moving in on their facilities? I suggest to you they might not be very happy about it. So we've got two entirely different areas. Furthermore, I might just add, is the comments that have been made about population. The 2011 postcode is densely populated. It's the most populated area in Sydney. And what's more, 98% of the people who live in this area live in apartments or terraces, mostly apartments, which means that more than most other communities, we need our community facilities. And guess what? There's been a recent debate about Section 94 contributions. Now, I won't bore you with what Section 94 contributions are, but there are various plans about what happens to the money that comes into, that's gathered by Section 94. In other words, developers pay money for the right to develop, and that money goes back into the community. Well, if you go through Council's Section 94 plan, you will find that on every single benchmark that you could possibly think of, 2011 is at the end of the list across the city. We have fewer childcare places. Our library space is pitiful. One floor, nothing. I mean, it's like adding the number 1 to the figure of a billion. It goes nowhere near providing the level of library support that this area should have. Chris referred to open space. Open space here is absolutely abysmal, which is why we need places like the Reg Murphy Centre, because we don't have a lot of other places to go to. And I might say, in terms of the Section 94 contributions plan, guess who gets the least in the whole city for open space? Us. Senior citizens. It doesn't really rate a mention. But we're all getting older, and I think old people in particular, it's all very well to talk about mixing people up, the old and the young and so forth, but old people like to be where they're in a familiar environment. I mean, it's incredibly important as you get older that you feel secure and that you're confident in moving about your own community. I think in terms of everything that's been said, that is one of the biggest gaps. Anyway, we can go on and on and on about that. So, with those few partisan words, I can only endorse what has been said. We need proper needs analysis, we need proper benchmarking, and we need numbers, statistics, which move us closer to citywide and statewide benchmarks and not further apart as this City East Facilities Review does. Thank you.